How's it going, guys? Welcome back to another video. And before we get into today's topic, make sure you guys leave a like rating, make sure you subscribe, make sure you follow all of our social media pages for the latest cricket news as well. Well, talking about today's game, India versus Australia is India's first game in this World Cup. Australia as well in a series. हम लोग देख चुके already 3 game जो हुई थी. India 2-1 वो series जीती थी. But somewhere you always have to think कि Australia do have a good chance. Chepak is a stadium where India should dominate. Record बहुत अच्छा है and Ashwin की homecoming भी है. But एक setback है इंडिया के लिए, वो है शुभमन गिल. So starting with the lineup, I think honestly Rohit Sharma has to open alongside Ishan Kishan. And the reason I say KL Rahul shouldn't open is because भाई वो number 4 में इतना ज़बरदस्त खेल रहा है. And even though मुझे बहुत सारे issues हैं KL Rahul से, he's been able to prove himself before this World Cup, so he deserves a chance. And to kind of hinder his position will be outright not the right best thing for India. And I think उसको 4 पे ही खेलना चाहिए. और जहाँ तक मुझे भाई लगता है कि भाई शुभमन गिल का अगर कोई रिप्लेसमेंट है तो वो ईशन किशन है. एंड समवेयर ही hasn't had the opportunity to play in these kind of big games, and this is his perfect chance to play. So Rohit Sharma, Ishan Kishan for me up there, Virat Kohli and KL Rahul obviously the top 4. And then following from there it gets kind of tricky because you want to be able to have someone to guide your innings, and Surya hasn't been that kind of option. वो ऑस्ट्रेलिया सीरीज में पहले गेम में बहुत अच्छा खेला था, where he had to kind of play really slow second innings में, where he had to go berserk. He did that. थर्ड में नहीं खेल पाया, so still I would back him. I would say कि हाँ भाई सूर्या को खेलना चाहिए in that kind of position for me as well. And then obviously after that you'll have Hardik Pandya come in after that, Jadeja and Shardul Thakur as well. And you've got to think about it as well. Would you play Shardul Thakur या फिर Ravichandran Ashwin? Obviously, Chepak is his home. He's got a great record in there as well. So something India will really consider. Spin pitch तो obviously होने वाला है चेन्नई भाई, और कोई option ही नहीं है वहाँ पे, तो you'll have to play him as well. And think about Ashwin. Whether you go with 3 pacers or not is another big question India might be asking, क्योंकि India को पता है कि भाई they want to bat up until 8th position. So if you're thinking about having Rohit Sharma, Ishan Kishan, Virat Kohli, KL Rahul after that, and then you've got Surya and then Hardik, that gives you 6 options. You look at Shardul and then Jadeja as well. That gives you a good kind of 8 batters and 8 all-rounders as well towards the end of it. But then you've got the option of playing Ashwin and then dropping 1 pacer as well. But मेरे लिए भाई वो pacer drop करना बहुत मुश्किल है. To think कि going into a match you only have 20 overs of raw pace, and then you've got Shardul and Hardik to back you off over there. It just seems impossible to do that. Ashwin आ सकता है. then you think about it and you say कि हाँ ठीक है, जडेजा की जगह कुलदीप को खिला दो. You don't have to play with so many kind of batters. You can trust Ashwin to bat as well in that circumstance, and that's why I would say कि भाई, if I had to pick my lineup, obviously top 4 के बाद I would say Surya, Hardik, and then I would have Jadeja, Ashwin, and then obviously Shami, Siraj, Bumrah. All 3 in my opinion, they've been incredible in the games leading up to the World Cup. Obviously warm up games खेलने को मिले नहीं इतने, so somewhere I think this is kind of the best opportunity. Talking about Australia, honestly यार उनके पास बहुत ज़्यादा options है मेरे हिसाब से. तो obviously Glenn Maxwell खेलेगा भाई, स्पिन पिच है, ऑलराउंडिंग. वी नो हाउ अमेजिंग ही इज इन इंडिया. मिचेल मार्श भी खेलेगा, उनके पास पैट कमिंस एंड मिचेल स्टार्क. तो ऑब्वियसली दीज आर काइंड ऑफ देयर गो टू बॉलर्स. जॉश हेजलवुड का मुझे गारंटी नहीं है कि वो खेलेगा कि नहीं खेलेगा. I think Australia will opt for Zampa, if I'm not wrong, because they need spinners in their kind of cordon as well. And I wouldn't be surprised if Smith be bowling कराए to a certain extent. And we know Smith and Warner दोनों का record बहुत अच्छा है इंडिया में, so they'll obviously be quite dangerous batsmen. So for India to win tomorrow, I think for India to win today, I think generally they'll have to be very on point with their bowling. Make sure they bog down Australia, not let the partnerships build. इस वर्ल्ड कप में जितनी बार भी टीम्स ने बहुत अच्छा स्टार्ट लिया है, 1-2 टॉप ऑर्डर विकेट्स लिए हों या 1-2 क्विक विकेट्स लिए हों, irrespective of which part of the innings it is, the next partnership they've been able to kind of build from it. So somewhere I think India will just have to keep putting pressure on there, keep making sure that they don't give out those cheap singles, doubles, where they can kind of protect that boundary, protect that run, and make sure, if you constrict Australia down to maybe 3-4 runs when over, and they'll kind of have to go into attack mode, and that will kind of give India the wickets that they kind of need as well. So somewhere I think India will have to look into that as well. And जहाँ तक भाई बात करें एडवांटेज की, तो ऑब्वियसली इंडिया के पास ही है भाई होम एडवांटेज. इससे ज़्यादा क्या होगा, क्राउड विल बी बजिंग, फुल स्टेडियम होगा. सो नहीं. I think India has no excuse to say कि हाँ भाई हार गए वाला game. So somewhere I think India has to perform tomorrow. And if I would look forward to something, I would want to look forward to Kohli's century, if I want to say that. And honestly, it's a good chance for him to go at it and lead the lineup, because with Shubman missing, he's kind of the only batter India kind of rely on and India have hopes from. And it'll be sad to see India walk out tomorrow without MS Dhoni in that lineup. हर World Cup में you think about it each time and you say कि यार हाँ धोनी है संभाल लेगा. Tomorrow we won't have that factor, so it'll be interesting as well. And we'll be lacking in terms of left-handed options as well. I think Jadeja is one of them who can kind of bring in that option. But yeah, India realistically need quite a few left-handed combinations as well. So it'll be an interesting matchup. Easy game to India के बिल्कुल नहीं होने वाला है, but it's the perfect kind of way to put a set mark on this World Cup. If India could get a huge win here, it'll just get easier from here. So it's on to India now to kind of play the way they have to and make sure that they get the win as well. So let us know what your thoughts are on India, and do you think India will be able to get their first win of the World Cup, or do you think India will lose against Australia? Comment below what your thoughts are. Follow us for more news like this throughout the cricket season as well as the World Cup. Subscribe, leave a like rating on this video, and we'll see you guys next time.